States does not have a prison system, and you heard that right. Instead, the United States has a reformed slavery system. A lot of people draw similarities from our prison system to slavery, but what a lot of people don't know is that this passage in the Emancipation Proclamation only exists so that the business owners in the South could keep their involuntary servitude. In fact, when you compare the prison population of each state today with the slave populations of those same states in 1860, you get almost an exact match. In fact, the southern states started to exploit that loophole immediately after the Emancipation Proclamation. In fact, the first thing that southern states did was try to make it as difficult as possible for black people to stay out of prison. And they did this through what's called vagrancy laws. These were laws that criminalized African Americans' lack of employment or lack of permanent residence. And for the states of Alabama, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Georgia, and Mississippi, these states couldn't find enough African Americans to penalize. So what they did was they started leasing out convicts from other states. And this kind of prison labor still exists today. And it exists in pretty much every aspect of our political system. You can even look at the amount of money donated to senators from private prisons in each state and compare that to the population of slaves in each state before the Emancipation Proclamation. I can talk about this in more videos if you want, but long story short, the statistic that 10% of inmates were wrongfully convicted, unfortunately, isn't really that surprising, because the United States has heavily relied on slavery since it was founded in 1776. Why would it stop now without us doing something about it?